Starting in middle school, I started playing the trumpet in 7th grade. In high school, I was just in a band class freshman year, but then sophomore year, I joined the marching band. I really enjoyed it. It was like a big part of my life, and that's where like all my friends came from. In junior year, I was selected as like first trumpet. It was like a huge honor, but it also meant that I would have to play solos, which I didn't want to do. I liked band because I could like blend in with a group. Throughout junior year, in class, I had to like play a lot of solos, and I like always messed up the solos. And then our spring concert came around, and of course my band director decided to pick a song that started with like a really long trumpet solo, like all by myself. So yeah, we started practicing that song, and when we did it in class, I kept messing up. And it was like really bringing me down. And like when I would practice it by myself, it wasn't like that. Like I played it fine. It was just clearly just like my anxiety, like stopping me from playing in front of people. So that kept happening, and I really just wanted to tell my band director, like, hey, I can't do this. Like I can't handle this. Like this is way too much for me. Like I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of everybody. But I didn't end up telling him that. I just kind of stuck with it. It was the week of the concert, and I started to get a little better in class. It wasn't perfect, but it was getting better, and I could see some potential in myself. So I was getting a little bit of confidence, but I was still very nervous about that performance. So then the concert finally arrived. And that day, I was probably the most nervous I've ever been in my life. And I just like kept thinking about it all day, and it was the only thing on my mind. And then finally, it came that night where it was the concert. And of course, the song where my solo was the very last song. It's like a big deal. There was a lot of pressure. So it finally came to that song, and I ended up playing it the best I've ever played it. So I was just so relieved, and I like had so much confidence. I was like, where did that come from? It was really significant because I just overcame something that I never thought I would, and I always let my anxiety like stop me from doing things, and that time I didn't, and then it like turned out okay for me. So then senior year, I was also first trumpet, and I had a solo for the marching band show, and I played it in front of like a stadium of people, and I didn't care. Like it was just a lot changed in that moment, and I'm really glad because I'm a much more confident person now.